40 seconds later, trade target Brock Nelson with the assist by other trade target Kyle Palmieri on this one.
It's a package deal. Package deal. Kyle can only be traded with another player. That's the only way it works.
Apparently.
Yeah, but you don't see it on this visualization. So if anyone who's watching this video either live or afterwards, the puck is fumbling the way that it gets to Brock Nelson's stick. And he's able to crater it up and just kind of lift it over Georgiev and in. Just a nice little piece of improvisation there from Brock Nelson on what was a fumbly puck from Kyle Palmieri.
Yeah, and look, you need him to be producing in order to get the most return out of him, right? Like, I think even if he wasn't, which for a while this year he was very quiet, I think a center who is usually a perennial 30 goal scorer is going to fetch you a lot at the trade deadline. But especially if he gets hot over the next month and starts popping in goals left and right, that should only enhance things.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If it goes up there, and we're looking for a nice little package for sure. What did Kevin Hayes get when he was traded? And Kevin Hayes was not playing that well. NHL Trade Tracker, if you want to vamp for me, while I look that up.
I don't remember off the top of my head here. I'm about to sneeze too, which is the
good combo here. But yeah, I remember he got quite a package. Did Kevin Hayes? Hayes is last name Hyes. Kevin Hayes, from Winnipeg to Winnipeg from the Rangers. They got Brendan Lemieux did the Rangers, which is like a depth player, young at that point. This is 2019. A first round pick and a conditional fourth round pick for Kevin Hayes, mind you, who in 2019 was I don't have his stats here because apparently that's not loading. But anyways, Brock Nelson better than Kevin Hayes.
Yeah, I would say definitely. Kevin Hayes has never scored 30 goals in his career, and he had a 55-point season in 2018-19. So you would think that by comparison, Brock Nelson should fetch you more, but at least a first plus. I would think a first and some prospects or a young roster player.
Exactly. So yeah, there you go. But it doesn't really change a whole lot. Standings, we're still like at the bottom of the East, right? Just above Buffalo. We have 4 points on them. We're still 7 points back now of a wild card spot with no games in hand. The gap is growing, and I think it's grown to a certain point where you cannot say that we're in contention anymore.
Yep. It's they definitely are not in contention. So this win doesn't change anything, how we feel about what they need to do at the trade deadline.
No, totally agree. Totally agree.
Want to do some comments before we hop out?
Yeah, Anthony's been in the chat here talking like we don't even know how to tank, which is true. We don't. But we shouldn't have expected that we were going to tank. Lou said just last week that we're still in contention. Really, this win against the second worst team in the NHL reinforced Lou's will not trade anyone. I don't know about that.
You lost me on the last sentence. I don't think it's going to change anything.
I think you're getting way too negative. They're not going to tank, and there's of course they never would. They were never going to be as bad as Chicago right off the hop. They were never going to be as bad as San Jose right off the hop either. They were never going to be a tank team, but they're not going to be a good team. They're just not. So I think we could be safe that we're going to have a decent pick, and then Lou's going to do the right thing. Don't be too negative about it.
They're not trying to tank, and they're still the second worst team in the conference. So
yeah, exactly. And look, there, Andre's telling you they're going to lose against Columbus on Monday.
Probably, I would think so. They have a tough stretch of games coming up here over the next few. They got Columbus, they have Philly, and then they have Colorado.
Yeah.
Carolina too. I forgot.
Yeah, to close out the homestand. Yep. Not going to be great. If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.